Hello and welcome to another edition of my random reviews, and today I will be doing the Expendables as well as I will be doing the second one and the third one straight after. And before I start, I would just like to say, if I look like I'm sweating a lot in this episode, it's because I am, because my room and where I am right now is an absolute furnace, and that's probably going to be the most entertaining thing about this video, is watching me probably turn into complete liquids any minute now, so enjoy. So let's begin, shall we, with the Expendables film, and I'll do my usual kind of thing what I'm doing with my reviews right now, is I will talk a little bit about it, then I give my pros and my cons, and then I'll kind of give my overall opinion of the film. So I would like to just say, first of all, with these Expendables films, if you expect me to badmouth these films, I am not, because I can't help it actually, and I'm going to use the word, love these films. That's right. Well, okay, maybe not the third one. I do actually have problems with that third one. It's simply because a lot of these actors that are in these films I grew up with, and seeing them together is literally the action version of the Avengers. I remember being a kid and thinking to yourself, imagine like actually these, it's like take your toys and just kind of randomly put them together and fight them. It made no sense, but you thought to yourself, that would be cool, wouldn't it, as a film? And then now it's kind of happening, and I can't help it. I do enjoy seeing them together and all that, and though it doesn't really get to the second one, I feel like it really kind of uses that. I feel you can tell with this first film, obviously the budget is a bit tight and they can't go extremely all out just yet, but who are in this film? Who are in this film? Who are in this film? Yes, indeed. Of course, we've got the real actual main star of it is Sylvester Stallone as Barney Ross, which I like. I think this has always been with the Expendables. I think it's clearly, I don't know if it's clearly obvious, but I just assume that all their names aren't obviously their actual names because they're Black Ops mercenaries, so they have to use like disguised names, which I like, obviously. So you obviously got your Stallone, you've got Jason Statham is also Lee Christmas. He's he's the second in command of all, I think that's what they kind of call him. Then you've got Jet Li's Yin Yang, which isn't racist at all. Then you also got Dolph Lundgren, which again was another one I should have mentioned. He was another action star I grew up with, is Gunnar Jensen as well, who is basically also the British. I think he's a recovering alcoholic. That's also a trait with him that's run through all so far the three films, where he has got a bad alcohol addiction and he's constantly got his wee little. Or is it just because they're men? I don't know. Well, there is a line in the third one where Barney Ross tells Gunnar, he's like, you need to stop drinking, this is not good. And it would be quite good if they maybe kind of expand that, actually, to be honest, maybe in a future, in a film. That would actually be quite interesting. And then you've also got like kind of like, especially in this film, the kind of lesser one of Terry Crews as Hail Caesar, who I really like, and I think people kind of realise, especially Stallone, I liked, and hence why you see him in a bigger role in the second one, personally. And then also like, you've got Randy Couture as Tool Road. He's the kind of last one of those kind of that kind of group, and it's a really quite a good group, I think. I must say. First of all, with the Expendables, I like that kind of that team he managed to get, and though apparently Wesley Snipes was actually supposed to be the character of Hail Caesar, but obviously he was in jail at the time, so it wasn't. That was sadly kind of. But obviously we'll come to Wesley Snipes pretty damn soon. And then also you've got like the villain played by Eric Roberts, who I actually quite like in the role. Though no, I looked up. Like apparently it was rumoured that it was supposed to be either Robert De Niro or Al Pacino. Would I like to have seen that? Hell yeah, I would have liked to have seen that. I think, as an action fan, I think that would have been a bit more impactful, especially compared to the next two films. We've got the next two films. I think they bring a little bit more. Well, I do like Eric Roberts. I just don't think he gives a huge amount to the. He's okay. And also you got Steve Austin. He plays the villain as well. Who's pretty damn good, and I'll get to him in the pros in a minute with a certain thing. And the plot. This is going to be a hard thing to try and talk about the plot with Expendables. To put it bluntly, the Expendables gives a mission. They need to stop. They need to find. They need to do things. That's basically what the Expendables kind of do. They're mercenaries. They go in. They either get the person. They either kill the person, and then they go out. But in the meantime, within that, you get the humour. You get good. For me, I think they're good characters you get from them. And just overall, I think, excitement you get from these films. Is it because I grew up? Yes, I think it is, because with all these actors that there is in the films, I think that is the case. So on to my pros of the film, and which I've kind of really seemed to have kind of actually given a lot of pros to be honest, is the overall experience for me. I do really enjoy this one. It's not the best one of the Expendables just yet. I think there is flaws within the film, which I know there's critics out there. They would just say the whole film is a flaw, and I understand that. Okay, I get their opinion, but for me, I can't help it. I really enjoy this film. I think I like there's some great scenes where they're kind of. I remember, I think it was Stallone that said it's typical kind of locker room chat where they're kind of having goes at each other, but it's okay because they're friends anyway, so they can just keep, battering each other with words, and I really like that. And I do love the action, and I'll come back to a con of that in a minute. But overall, yeah, I really do like this film. And for my cons that I have, and this is the biggest problem I have with all the films, is the blood, and they don't use the squibs, and frankly, barely any films nowadays use squibs. The big one, kind of mostly, is known for using it is Quentin Tarantino. He's known for using the squibs, and it looks great. And it's a shame that it's not here in Expendables, especially when it's a film that's supposed to be highlighting and it's supposed to be a love letter, basically, to the 80s and 90s action films, and they don't use all that, and it's constantly just CGI blood, and it's obvious, and it looks horrible, and I don't like that. I find that a little bit of a shame, if I'm honest, and I think that's kind of my only kind of... And another con I kind of have is when I do see Bruce Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger, because see the actual scene, the dialogue is pretty. I get why some people don't like the dialogue. The dialogue is a little bit kind of bad at times, I would admit, and it shows it here. Some of the lines is just it's weird to kind of so it's like, oh, why didn't you let my friend go in a jungle? He loves playing a jungle. Oh, wink wink. Rambo. I don't particularly like, but it's really just a small con as well. I still love seeing Schwarzenegger coming back. I remember watching that for the first time at that point. It was like, you never obviously seen him in quite a while, because he was being governor of California. It's something I really didn't think I'd ever see Arnold Schwarzenegger doing, but there you go. That's the weird world we live in now. So yeah, that's my kind of review on Expendables. I enjoyed it. I would imagine a lot of people won't. I can understand why they won't, but I hope within this review you can understand why I enjoyed it, though. That's what I'm trying to get with these films. Hopefully. Probably not. I'll probably failed with that one, but yeah. Comment down below, tell me what you think. Do you like this film? Do you hate this film? I honestly could understand either way. It's one of those franchises. I can understand why you hate this film. I can understand why you'd love this franchise. But please tell me, comment down below, tell me what you know. And I'll be getting the sequel next. That'll be my next review, Expendables 2. So until then, see you later.